I don't know if anybody wants to listen to it, but I'm trying to do it in a healthy way, you know, and I'm trying to do it to where people know actually where I stand on things. Is that I don't stand on the fence and I don't stand near them as far as their issues go. Like, I don't care. I'm trying not to be. It's like I think we even made America to not give a shit about anybody else's problems. This is like that's the reason why America existed, because we had problems with the things that people were doing, and they were like, "Hey, you get to go to this all-paid vacation trip to freedom of religion." Or lack thereof. And it's amazing. It's really fun. I really like it. I don't care what ideas they decided to, whatever it turned into, it was fun. So it's less fucky than everybody else's shit. I don't know, just it's like girls get kidnapped and sent into sex slavery sometimes, but the ATF and the DEA take care of that stuff. And that's the reason why we like their companies. It's not because of Joe Biden. It's not because of Trump. It's not because of Trump. It's because of everyone doing their part to understand people who force people to do things are bad, no matter what country they're from. So that's what Islamic extremists do. And they're only Islamic extremists because of their brown skin, so obviously there could be like they don't even believe in the Bible, but that's the point. Is it's the reason why they believe in the Quran. The Muslim they're all pretty much in the same category right now. Yeah, they're in the same category. There's like, except it's like, what should you do if like somebody's trying to like mac on your sister? Well, what you should do is beat their shit unless they have 12 cows and 2.5 sheep and 12 acres of land. That's what the Bible said. It's before the King James Version. It's just like people were surviving in the desert. They weren't living. None of them were living. They were all still surviving. It's just like you can be inside of like an air-conditioned tent and shit like that, and just be like, "Well, yeah, the desert isn't that bad." It's like, sure, okay. The regular sandstorms are just amazing. I'd much rather get cooled off by the hurricane that's coming towards me than sand in my fucking eyes. Stupid bullshit. Or sand in my ass. You know, that whole like, you know. I mean, it's obvious where you want to be, and those things. It's like I want to be near the beach when there's a hurricane, rather than a fucking sand dune when there's a sandstorm. Because guess what? You may die of drowning, but you'll enjoy yourselves. At least you won't die of inhaling too much sand. I'm sure that's a worse death. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anything. I don't hate people putting pride flags up. Because you gotta consider people have systematically tried to ruin people's lives, so that obviously they're coming up with a whole different thing that to be able to believe in. I don't hate it, of course, but like I don't hate other things, but I still fucking rank on it. I just don't believe I need that. I just don't believe I need anything to tell people what sexuality I am, unless they're actually like down to like know about all the shit that I know about the Lord of the Rings. You sons of bitches. Like, just don't waste my time with a chick that's like, I like everything. I watch the Marvel all the time. So you like Marvel? Okay, cool. How many comic books do you own? What are comic books? Yeah, okay. I mean, you're not a poser, but it's just you're not my type. It's fine. Find another dude that likes the Marvel Cinematic Universe and watches Star Wars movies. It doesn't have anything to do with the side fucking goddamn dudes who literally started the entire thing. It's like, it's really cool. It's so cool. It's such a cool freaking mythology and shit. It's so awesome. Or genre. It's so awesome. so cool that like they put two dudes at the beginning of like the Revenge of the Sith and like the shadow of the everything and shit like that, and they're just like making shit happen in the background, and then everybody's just like, they're like, it makes them the directors of the entirety of that show. Like as far as characters go, they're the directors of the things happening in Star Wars, and they're the reason that shit is happening. So it's like really cool to. But if you're a fan, that's the point. Is just like, I mean, obviously there are some girls that they're different. They like different stuff. They read manga. They read whatever they want to. Romance novels, anything like that. My mom reads romance novels that are disguised as fantasy. Mom does it, and I know she does. This is how I know that there are like people out there with different views and everything, is because I know my mom, as a Republican, still reads novels that are written by Democrats and a bunch of different people who are progressive. This is and also people who don't give a shit about either side. That's why I love my mom. That's what I do. Because I know she reads fucking novels that are like by dudes who are like super Democrat. So, like, yeah. It's the reason why I just don't care about what other people's shit is. Just like being homophobic is blah blah blah, and it also means sometimes you're gay. That's also what is that called? Including trauma. What is the including traumatic behavior, and including what is it? Violent behavior too, and also like bigoted behavior as a reason why you should like indoctrinate them in your fucking dick sucking motives. It's just as bad sometimes when people say that shit. People say they don't like gay people, or they don't like fucking black people, or white people, or Asian people, or anything like that. But of course, like I said, you can't control whether or not you're gay. The point is that a lot of people feel lost when they're younger sometimes, and there are so many groups now that are like out there and stuff. Sometimes kids might even get more confused than actually helped. So they'll wonder like, wow, this is like a really good thing. It's like I don't have to be sexually active to actually be that. But the point is like I don't care. Like I really don't give a shit. I've had a threesome with a dude before. It's fine. It's okay. You can go somewhere and tell me whatever you think about being a college fucking lesbian, because that's true. It's very true. College lesbians get married and they become dental assistants. That's a whole thing. Even before Karen, there was a girl chick named Stephanie. I mean, it was a whole world named Stephanie. Chicks were like, I'm gonna be a nursing assistant, and I'm not gonna change my life at all. I'm gonna always be attracted to the same thing. And then they get a dude, and they're like, I like his dick. He's nice. He's a good guy. I don't trust every dude, but hey, you know what? Oh, okay. So you just fuck chicks on the side? No, not at all. Or you do, and he likes it. I don't care mostly what people actually want to be. It doesn't matter to me, because I know it all ceases to exist when it comes down to the brass tacks and everything. Like you don't really give a shit what you are. You just want to be able to it's like put yourself as something, because you believe that by being something you're not as chaotic. When in actuality it's more like you're becoming the chaos, I guess, when you think about it, because you're trying to fit into this pattern, but you know that nothing you do makes sense. Like, you know that null attraction that you feel makes sense at all. Like, you realize that it's all just an idea in your head until you actually start talking to the person. Like, that's what hentai has taught me. Like, is that none of it's real until you actually start talking to the person, and then you make a fool of yourself and you fucking ruin it, and that's what happens because you're a stupid ruiner, and that's what happens. You're a fucker-upper just like me. People don't really define themselves as what they should be sometimes. It's like this one chick I know. She's like, it's like she's non-binary, but but she only fucks gays, even if they're dudes. She fucks gay people, like who are gay. This is like her preference, I guess. And it's like, that doesn't sound like anything. This sounds like you just want to fuck around. Like, that's all you're doing. You're using that as an excuse, as like you're non-binary, but it's like you fuck around with dudes sometimes. It's like you're non-binary. You don't make yourself a sex or anything like that. You don't believe you are a certain sexual orientation, but all you fuck is gay women and men. What? It's like, that makes you, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't have to define it. You know why? Because it's not going to give anybody any confidence or not. It's just going to keep them on their themes throughout their life. That you don't have to manage themes for your life. You don't. Like, I can love Akira all day long, but I'm not going to dress up like the fucking goddamn dude. I'm going to dress up as a pink jumpsuit Michael Myers for the next cosplay I go, for the next Comic-Con I go to. Or a pink Jason, or a pink robot Jason. That would be awesome. Because gender appropriation, it's like the worst thing that there possibly ever was, or everything that we learned, is that blue is for boys and pink is for girls. Unless it's like a gender reveal party, I really don't give a shit. Like, they can like whatever color they fucking want to. It doesn't matter to me. It's like, I like pink. It doesn't mean you like dudes. If they tell me later that they like sucking dick, I said I'm still not gonna believe it because it doesn't matter. Like, if you've gone down on a chick, you've tasted what dick tastes like. Especially if she's cheating on you. Yeah, so there you go. And everybody's like, that's all, I don't go down on bitches. It's like, dude, you don't know how much human stuff you're actually eating sometimes. And these restaurants and stuff like that, the people that don't like wash down their entire fucking goddamn shit, their entire fucking, oh my god, you're sitting where someone else sat. Literally, their dust particles are on you. And it's gonna make people like a hugely like people are going to hate people because of this. It's just like there were antisocial people before coronavirus. There's just more now because they're smart and they're being smarter because we're not social beings. We're not beings of habit. We have habits and they keep us alive. We're all just surviving and no one's living. Especially the dudes upstairs, like the dudes that are billionaires. They're not living. They're trying to come up with the next idea that's going to make them another billion dollars. They're literally racking their fucking brain. They're not having a good time. They have a good time when everything succeeds. They're in shitty modes all the time and no one cares. It's even worse if you're up there and you're not actually stopping any of the bullshit that happens. You're just being like, oh, well, I guess you can still get to have $1 billion. It's like, yes, you do, but we're not going to respect you for it. Like, you stupid piece of shit, Jeff Bezos. If you make your fucking shit look like a goddamn dick, that's not even funny. Stupid son of a bitch. And it's only fitting that he's actually bald, so whatever. I think this was actually an obsession he had before he was a billionaire, so that's just what pisses me off, I guess. I don't hate Pride Month. I don't hate all that stuff. I just wish they called it something else. Gay Month. Call it Gay Month and expect people to be happy. You're not brave for having a sexuality. You're brave for constantly telling people who might kill you your sexuality. You're brave for going in the middle of a Trump convention and going, fuck the establishment. And then that's not even brave. It's more psycho than anything. because they're both prone. Both sides of protests are now prone to constantly and utterly bickering with the other side for no goddamn reason. There was a situation at this place I love to go to get bubble tea and shit. And yes, I love bubble tea. It's the most amazing fucking goddamn drink in the world. I love the tapioca. It's an actual good texture and it's amazing. The reason why I like it is because it's always quiet in there. It's always quiet, but. Because what happens? What happens? Okay, Applewood, PS4, Riverwind by TJ. Oh, nice. Urifern. How's it going, viewer? If you would like to message me, you totally can. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Damn it, I tried to grind it all the way through. I'm gonna try to do that. There we go. That was nice. That's a really good glitch. That doesn't happen often. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm a dolphin. So yeah, but yeah, that's the reason why I don't give a shit what people call themselves. There are reformed people who used to be racist. There are reformed people who used to think that being progressive was about everything, and they realized how shitty and violent every fucking body comes to be. Every single time there's something that they believe in, but something they don't give a shit about because they're all getting drunk and fucked up. And then there's dudes that are like, hey, how's it going, babe? We're gonna fucking burn this place to the ground. Can I get your phone number or some shit? There's still those dudes who would like, it's like at every concert, there's like that one guy with the stuff that you don't do, but somehow he's still on your neck about actually doing it. Like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's like a concert. It's literally like going to a concert. It's like, yeah, I support being actively not racist to people. But also, I think that some of the offensive jokes are pretty fucking hilarious because they probably were written by good writers. Because they understand that like most people who are like that race make those jokes constantly about themselves, and it's just like you can kind of laugh at it. I mean, don't say it, but like, and also be about it if somebody's actually getting hurt or something like that, or somebody's actually like just be nice to people. Just, that's all you gotta do. Be nice to people, and if they're yelling at each other, just walk away. You're fine. You don't have to get involved in the argument. Like I said, there was this place I love to go to, the bubble tea place. I'm gonna get back on myself. And these two dudes were talking about. It was like, oh yeah, like because of now. And then she looked at all these girls that were working there that didn't give a shit about what he had to say, didn't give a shit about what the other guy had to say. They were just disturbing people. And this dude decides that he's going to talk about how, yeah, the coronavirus is just like the hyped up fucking flu and shit. And he's like, and this other dude's just like with a beard, and you know he's like into like D&D or something like that, and he's like an active DM probably or something like that. That's just my assessment of his thing, because I do use generalities sometimes, even though they aren't actually like, yeah, because everyone does. So, like, shit. Oh damn it, that's nice. So basically, he was like saying, like, yeah, everyone's got their fucking masks on so they can so they can get rid of this flu. Like, obviously, sarcastically. I was like, I got it. If it was a part of like a board or something like that, a message board, and these two guys were going at it on the message boards, I would be laughing my ass off and be like, you guys are both stupid because you're putting your opinions out there to people who don't care about you. Because why would you do that? Like, they don't care about your opinions. Even people who say they love your opinions just want your opinions on their board so that everyone else would be there. So that's the reason, like, that's like streamers bullshit, or even my shit in a nutshell. like everyone's kind of like, even when they try to be like progressive, they're not being progressive, because there's so much shit that you need to understand as far as being progressive. If you really want to be progressive, you have to be nice to those Asian people who might want to kill you, or you have to be nice to those dudes with the fucking rebel flags in their goddamn jackets. You have to be like, hey, you know what? I still really include you too, because I think that you're misunderstood, and you understand that you just want to keep the flag around, but you're not realizing that it's really offending everyone else because of the actual things that happened, you know, like not the oh, I'm not a historian bullshit. Like, obviously you're a historian, or you wouldn't be wearing the fucking flag to begin with. If you didn't care about history, you wouldn't give a shit about the flag. You wouldn't care either way most of the time. Because I think that's the point, is like, people have to stop giving shit about atrocities because they're still happening all over the world right now. Like, if you don't give a shit about those things, like, at all, if you don't give a shit about history, then you have to stop giving a shit about all the atrocities that are constantly happening in every other country that we're not a part of. You have to, like, and I'm just like, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with not giving a shit about it, because it's not happening to me, and obviously that's a point of privilege. But I'm privileged because I'm not near the oppressors. I'm not near the actual oppressors that are racist pieces of shit, constantly acting like every law has to happen, and if someone doesn't do what they say as a police officer, you get to hit them. So yeah, that doesn't really sit well with me either. So like I mean, no matter what it is, no matter how lenient the hit is, she's like, no, I'd rather not be beaten up by the cops for absolutely no reason other than, like, just race. I mean, that's okay. And I have a beard, and I have all that other shit like that, and I sometimes do substances that are extracurricular. And and I know the language to remain and understand that it will be legal one day. And when it does, there are going to be so many dudes getting out of jail. It's going to be great. But also, too, there's going to be a lot of guys that are in the cartels getting out of jail, too. So that's kind of the reason why they did that shit. It's because they would see little girls disappearing all the time. It's what happened in New Orleans just now, a little while ago. There was a prostitution ring of about a bunch, like, it was like 15, 12, like, minors, 12 to 13-year-old girls that literally got sexually trafficked and used for all their shit and stuff like that. So, like, it was really bad. But that's the point, is I can't even have an opinion on that sometimes. But I do have an opinion on it. I mean, I hate them. I want to kill them eventually. Like, I will make a plan to kill them. Even if they're in jail, it doesn't matter. I'll get to them. Just like I have a plan to murder Vladimir Putin for literally allowing all those people to exist without actually doing any criminal investigations and any other shit. I mean, you be what you want to be as far as a government, because I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. Capitalism sometimes isn't real capitalism, because there's favoritism and seniority sometimes that goes through it. So it's just like, I mean, obviously, we're not being the right thing that we're supposed to be. Like, so you can't go, capitalism is ruining everything. So their views of capitalism on the top is ruining everything. And that's the reason why. Because no one cares, and no one actually gives a shit about you. You're just a number to them. But, I mean, obviously, to yourself, you're not a number. So that's the point, is not being a statistic, is caring about yourself and understanding that people will like you if you actually do cool things. So, but like I said, it's neither here nor there in my speech, because I can't stop those problems. I don't have an entire organization on my back. I don't have people telling me that I'm the best, and you're gonna give me $10,000 for being a streamer because I'm awesome. Thank you, both of you, for showing up, I guess. But I mean, you know. And everyone in America every kid in America is believing this bullshit, this narrative about there not being things happening in other countries. They're like, oh yeah, we don't do anything like that with China, with all their stuff that they like to prove and stuff like that. Like, we weren't the people that caused that virus. Just like, no, you were just the people that propagated it by saying no national stuff, but internationally everyone could do what the fuck they wanted. I'm not saying that they did it in the P4 lab or whatever the fuck that is, but I'm saying that they had a responsibility to keep it contained, and they didn't. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why I listen to all of it. I listen to all of it all the time. I don't care about stupid people's opinions about, oh, Republicans are racist and they're stupid. It's been that way forever. And it's like, yeah, some Republicans are fucking idiots and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Those can be weeded out with education. And the fact that, no, they went to some terrible fucking school that was ingrained in their head that they were just literally the most powerful person there. So yeah, that's what happens. Power isn't a thing. Power over people isn't a thing. You can always get fucking shot down when there's power involved. Because manipulating people is not power. Lying to people is power. Because that's the only way that power even exists, is by telling someone a version of yourself that doesn't exist. And then acting like that version is always going to be there when people aren't even looking, you know? Like, it's like acting like a website is a person. That website is always going to represent the thing that it is. It's not going to lie to you. It may lie, it might say complete lies, but the code isn't lying to you. It's still there, you know? I don't get why people try to do this, like, higher than human thing. It's such absolute bullshit. But also, too, if you're, in my own opinion, if you're wearing a jacket that has a rebel flag on it, I'm not talking to you. Never gonna talk to you. So you take that jacket off for at least 6 months. for at least 6 months, and you realize how much nicer people are to you. It's like, wow, it's like they don't know anything about me. Amazing. It's like they shouldn't either, you know? Because they don't. They shouldn't. No one should. Don't tell anyone anything about yourself. Don't incriminate yourself in anything. God damn it. Pieces of shit. Acting like you're fucking... Okay, in the 80s, literally every single gay person couldn't come out because they were associated with the mafia. There were a lot of prostitution stings. There were a lot of fucking crazy things. A lot of trans women. A lot of people who were like literally transitioning and saying they wanted to transition or become a woman or anything like that. But that didn't become popular. That was like... Transitioning didn't become popular. It's literally just like, oh, that's a boss-ass bitch. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. That's a woman, right? Yeah, that's a woman, I guess. If you want to define it as that. Because, I mean, everything is defining it. It's just fucking words. And you're dumb if you think that words are going to make the world go round. They're not. Guns make the world go round. Killing fucked up individuals makes the world go round. Making sure that people can't completely and utterly make you look like you're a shitty person makes the world go round. And it's harder to do with racist people around. So, you know. Yeah! Yeah, that was awesome. I did a shitty move, man. I tried to grind on that. I just fucking glitched the shit out of that. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go up here. Like this one. I think there's a pool up here, probably. Oh man, I almost did it. That'd have been cooler if I friggin'... Okay, there we go. Let's see if there's a pool right here. There is. Yay. Let me go in and... That's what I believe. That's what I believe. If you're a shitty person and you stop making things about exactly your flag or anything like that, people will stop treating you like shit. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter how they are, because those opinions are made for friends. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like there's this actual really good commercial about the chick the dude who transitioned to a woman, and during what is it Orange Is the New Black, something like that. Yeah, he was a chick, but he was a dude, but he transitioned to a woman in a woman's prison. So like, it was a really good issue, and there's a really that does happen. It's like women or men that transition to women. What prison do you put them in? So it happens a lot. It happens like that. Like, and like if or what place do you put them in society? You know, like what dynamic is going to happen between you and that person so that person can have the best future possible? You know, like, yeah. That's what I mean to say. It's just like there's issues that constantly like work on that stuff. And I'm not saying that I'm against or for trans people. I know that trans itself is just a word. Just a word. It means transition, but people don't realize that shit. So. And I'm not going on a soapbox or anything like that. I'm not telling people about myself. It's stupid. Like I said, it's just really dumb to tell people about yourself when you're... It's the point too, is like I talk about these things to not have people on my stuff, because it's stupid. It's stupid that people subscribe to you constantly, knowing their opinions, when they can be blind followers. Like, oh my god, so annoying. So fucking annoying to have blind followers of people who are just like not knowing the issues that you're trying to say. But the real point is, no matter what you say in America, no matter how you say it, there's always going to be somebody that tries to attract you to be able to understand what you're saying so that they can send fucked up people your way. That's always going to happen. That's the reason for cybersecurity, a bunch of different stuff that the American government does, because we're stupid and we like to keep secrets. The reason why we keep secrets is because it's our own privacy. We can do whatever the fuck you want, as long as we're not killing kittens in basement or fucking children. Or raping women, or raping men, you know? Or doing something bad to someone else. Just literally anything. So... That's the point, is just like people don't really get it. God damn it. I don't have a popular opinion because I don't give a shit about everyone else. Everyone's capable of doing fucked up shit, fucked up things in the name of something they think is good. I don't want to, like, when that happens and we're like, I'm going home, you guys, have a good time. It's like one chick got stabbed and shot in the foot because you motherfuckers decided not to go home at a certain time. It's like the antisocial people usually last longer. It's the reason why they eventually become killers and shit. Because they hate people. And of course, I don't know. Just, you don't have to hate people. Just don't hate people. Especially people who don't understand their own fucking follies and shit. Just pity them. They're gonna figure out one day and they're gonna realize that, oh my god, the ATF and the fucking DEA was like literally 2 steps away from every single time this fucking goddamn whole fucking cartel was actually making decisions. They were 2 steps away from them literally the whole time. Like, as soon as they started making decisions, the ATF and a whole bunch of different people were on them. So, like, just realize, man, like, the reason why that kid who decided to buy a house from the money from Black Lives Matter, he's an idiot, he's a dumbass, he's a stupid, but he's not different than the motherfucker who goes to church and buys a goddamn gold Cadillac and fucking blings it out and shit. I mean, it's the same bullshit. It's just like, everybody's like, oh, everybody uses Bitcoin constantly to fucking do terrible things. And you're like, do you know how much American money is stuck up in cartels right now? Like, the amount would astound you. Like, absolutely astound you. You wouldn't be able to hear after that because of such a big fucking number there would be. It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of shit wrapped up in drugs, conspiracies, and a bunch of different other shit that's happening. People don't really realize that, like, you know what could actually happen because of us actually not knowing only 5% of our oceans? You know what it could actually fucking be out there? And this sounds fucking out there, but, like, understand there could be huge fucking monsters, huge animals that literally control the currents in the entirety of our oceans. Because there was literally a radar of somebody that took, like, what is it called? It's a radar fucking, like, it's a radar, it's a radar exposure. That's what happens. And it saw movement in an entire fucking football field worth of stuff. Literally everything shifted within 2 hours. Yeah, that's what happens. Not the currents itself, but something was down there. And that's exciting. It's very exciting to me. Like, I'm not going anywhere near the oceans. I'm in the Gulf of Mexico, bitch. Let's go to a different map. Let's go to that, and then go to mod browser. Let's go to Applewood Park, River Fern, Plaza, Quebec Station, Oneida Grip Seeker series. This has been a while since I dropped a series, but it's setting a couple of series for a while, so figures it's time to release a couple of them. Here are JDM-inspired grips for the motor heads. The warehouse install. Oh. So this is the reason why I don't like motherfuckers that think that their shit doesn't stink, because it does. It fucking does, and it stinks bad. Every single time a girl is moved around, there are a bunch of different ATF and a bunch of DEA agents constantly trying to get them back. Like, always trying to get them back. And sometimes they may not be the best systems because people not having enough funding. They have enough funding, they don't have enough hearts. That's what happens. Let's get the maps. And that's the reason why. When they don't have enough funding, they don't have big hearts. Like, they keep to themselves. They don't go out and talk to people. They just say, like, oh, anybody that comes. That's what happens. You're gonna get fucking cheese sandwich, a cheese and ham sandwich, and a fucking pack of Doritos, or not even a pack of Doritos, a packet of hot fries for lunch, and that's what poor people have to look forward to. And even mentally unstable kids, they're constantly tortured and beaten sometimes. Like, they're tortured sometimes by kids that really just don't like them because they don't like disabled kids. It's literally like little Hitlers. They're like, tell me that kids aren't fucking terrible. 14-year-old boy. Let's see, a warehouse. Here we go. We're in the warehouse. That's fun. So that's the reason why I don't like kids, because they do evil shit and then they hide it. Like, they're just, if they're given that shit and they get away with it, they become evil adults. God damn it. Here we go. God damn it. Okay, I'm trying to run this line. God damn it. God damn it, motherfucker. Okay. There's a bunch of grinds on here. God damn it. Stupid fucking goddamn controller. Like it's what they do. Like it's their job to fight and hide and think like these motherfuckers that hurt these women out here, and it's a job that doesn't pay. It doesn't pay enough because I wanted to be a detective. I wanted to be a private detective. That was one of my favorite fantasies when I was a kid. I wanted to be a private detective, and like in this city, I don't think I would have lasted because of all the shit that I'm open about, you know? Like, I wanted to be a private detective, and there's no psychological, I mean, there's psychological, like, testing no matter what you do, but that's what I wanted to be. I mean, I didn't want to, like, constantly elaborate on things that I thought I knew. I just wanted to actually be the dude out there that was actually on the grind and making sure people were actually feeling like actually good sometimes and taken care of, and make sure these fuckers from the cartel would stop messing with them. It makes me very sad sometimes when I see a woman actually go from like the shit she was doing, or even a dude, to literally go from the way he was to like literally looking like a fucking goddamn homeless person and crackhead addict and terrible on meth and fucking ecstasy because they got this plug that literally won't stop feeding into them. That's what I grew up with. That's all the shit that I grew up with. I grew up with people who were ruining themselves because of a goddamn monster that was feeding off their goddamn bodies. A monster of a fucking problem. A huge problem. I realized that all my dad's friends and all my mom's friends were just on drugs constantly. They were all on drugs. Like it sucked. It was terrible. I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to be around them. I knew that they were like terrible people sometimes. And not just terrible people. Like they were literally doing things that were fucked up. To like this one woman that I found out literally fucking tries to have sex with children when she gets drunk. And it was fucked up. It was really fucked up. And I just realized that it was literally me that she was trying to hit on. And like I was just like, fuck you, bitch, get out of my face. And then I talked to my mom about it, and she was just like, oh, okay. She'd be like, I was just like, Mom, are you serious? Like, are you seriously gonna like not support me in this situation where I feel like someone's gonna ruin my fucking life or traumatize me past the point of no return, and you're gonna be like, okay. Those are the parts where I stopped trusting my parents. It's the reason why I was such a mean and hateful kid and constantly did shit that fucked my life up or fucked my head up or. Yeah. I love my mom now, I really do, but she's not a good roommate. She doesn't really care for my well-being, so. It's not something that I give a shit about anymore either, because she was already traumatized way too hard for like any person to like help her. or in person, to make her see that like these dudes around here were kind of fucking around and they were doing stupid shit, and she was doing stupid shit, and everybody was doing stupid shit, and they found out about each other's stupid shit. They're just like, it's time to end this. That's when Mom and Dad got a divorce. So. I really didn't give a shit about any of it. I didn't really care about my mom's relationship. I didn't really care about my dad's relationship. My mom's my rock right now. My mom's all about me sometimes, and she really likes to say, "Hey, how's it going? Just wanted to check in. Wanted to be there. Love you. Hope you're having a good day and stuff. And I know you're doing stuff you don't really want to do sometimes, but that's it. That's all that happens. It makes me feel better." And like I said, even that still is not enough to me, like fishing for compliments, hopefully getting compliments eventually. My dad would be like, "I'm always in your corner." He would just say it over and over again. It sounded like he was just going through the motions sometimes. And I would get angry at him. I would get angry at him, and I wouldn't tell him things. And that's also the reason why a lot of times I would get into trouble. Or I would get high and then go home. I just wanted to numb it. I wanted to numb whatever I was feeling because I didn't feel like sometimes they had my back, and because they didn't. Because they wanted me to survive. They didn't want me to be talented. And that's fucked up, but it's not as fucked up as they wanted me to stay to myself. They definitely wanted me to stay to myself, and they didn't want me to constantly like brag about shit, like say that I had done so much stuff and all these things and all these people were a part of my whole thing. And it's like they wanted me to do that in job interviews. They wanted me to constantly upskill myself in job interviews, and I wouldn't. And everyone would think I knew nothing, and I would just be like, why aren't I getting paid more? It's because I forgot to tell them that I literally did things when I was 15 years old. I started my first job and I walked crawfish for a really long time, cleaned out coolers, did shit, cooked crawfish, cooked potatoes, spiced potatoes better than they could spice potatoes, sausage, all of it, shrimp, everything. I didn't tell anybody that a lot. I didn't say that I had my first job when I was 15 at the goddamn the Capitol steps, and I was getting paid $10 an hour in cash, and nobody knew. That's something you can actually put on your resume. I mean, you could, but they would dox you for it. They'd be like, you were only 15? Maybe the U.S. government needs to know about this. I was like, I didn't make enough. They're like $200. Fuck you. Fucking assholes. Then worked there for like 12 months and actually have to do a fucking 1099. But I got to see some of the coolest shit around America. It was awesome. That's the reason why I love my dad too. That's the reason why I didn't trust him all the time, because he had weird friends. And also, every single time I would get into another friendship with, or not another friendship, but every single time I would proxy friendship, I would always not trust the person that was there because my mom literally saying that stuff. It's obviously my job to figure out whether or not somebody's actually a good person, and that's where my actual like fear of anyone comes from. And my absolute distrust of even my friends. Yeah. And my absolute distrust of anyone that even comes near me and tries to say that they like me or tries to put me on Instagram and be like, put me on blast, like, hey, how's it going? How are you doing, dear? It's just like, how do you think someone tries to fucking hit on me? Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, oh yeah, I know the girl that's actually like trying to hit on me, because she's the girl that's really popular and hilarious and awesome, and she's on Instagram, and she wants me. Yeah, right, fuck that. That's fucking stupid. She wants to do with six-pack abs or something. She wants to do that can cook her food all the time, and I can't because I'm broke right now. So, and I'm getting a tattoo. So. So I was talking to my brother too, my older brother in the Air Force, and I asked him. I said I was going to invest a bunch of my money that I was going to do, and I was going to spend the rest on a tattoo. And he tells me, don't invest, just get the tattoo. Because every single thing can go to absolute ape shit and bullshit. Oh, they can go to fucking goddamn dust immediately as soon as you get into it. The stock market is a big corporation's game sometimes. I do love the stock market. I really do. I really love being on it, being a part of it, and being able to like just research and do my research into different companies and the people they have and the reasons why their products are so good and stuff like that. It's just the reasons why I like certain products, the reason why I get into video games and theater and a whole bunch of different shit like that. Because it's the reason why I even watched the Lord of the Rings, because it didn't start off like any other book that I ever read. Like, it's the reason why I didn't care about like the fact that it was tedious and I was 5 years old. It was a fun book to read. It was about this little dude who was like making this huge mark in this world that literally didn't even acknowledge him. You know? Didn't even acknowledge the existence of a bunch of different people. Like, nobody acknowledged anybody's existence. They all just looked out for themselves. Every single person was literally looking out for themselves in that movie. Like, there was not like just one protagonist going through everything. There were constant characters experiencing different moments in time, and it was just like, it was one of the best books that I ever read. It was a really good idea, and it even started off like, this is a peculiar main character, and it's like, obviously that's cool. It's cool. It's starting off good, Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien. Then he beats a fucking dragon and takes a part of his heart. Are you serious? That's fucking tight. Or like, not takes a part of his heart, but takes one of his scales and then uses it to become invisible. It's like, I wanted to see that part. I wanted to see all those parts. I wanted to see the fucking Hobbit, man. Again, I wanted to see the not the desolation of Smaug, but like the fucking story of Bilbo Baggins going to there and understand. Oh my god, man, the cartoon was so much more descriptive. The cartoon was absolutely way more descriptive, and people don't even like the cartoon. And I'm sad now. I'm sad because people don't like the cartoon. It was sad. It was saddening. It was like no other book. Like, and that's what got me into a bunch of different books, and it's made me start to want to get into like the whole bunch of series, like Leprechaun in the Hood, like a bunch of different shit. Like it's not the fact that other races have to be in the book. It's just the fact that it's different from every book. So you start to look for different books that are around, and like To Kill a Mockingbird and all those other different ones that I had to read for school. But then I would go along and then go get fucking like I get Goosebumps or some shit and try to read it to where like I do the bad thing or some shit, you know, like the Rita book, the Rita adventure, and just do the bad thing, do the stupid thing, and see what happens, you know. That's what I had. That was my whole like experimental stage of my life when I was a young kid. Was just reading a whole bunch of books, a whole bunch of comic books, a whole bunch of stuff that was like supposed to be the narrative of that day and stuff, and like that's the reason why a lot of times people don't really like the MCU or the DC universe or anything like that, is because it's not speaking to what was or to what is. It's speaking to what people think is cool or some shit like that. And that's the reason why I never liked the movie industry that much, is because they never try to go off the instances of what is actually in society. They go off the instances of what people think society is made of, or they think you get some sort of sustenance or substance of someone going, thanks man, you're doing great, or like stupid shit, like I don't know, like it's dumb. Pay me, shut up. I don't want it. I don't want the compliments or the titles or anything. I want someone to pay me so I can fucking start my goddamn business. That's the reason why I haven't really made it, because I'm always looking at different titles and just be like, wow, that kind of just pisses me off at some points. Like, you don't really understand it. You don't really like it. It's like, you're the manager on duty. It's like, great, awesome. Manager on duty, which means if I wasn't on duty, there'd be another fucking manager. So you're not going to pick me on my individuality or anything that I'm doing that's good. You're just going to make sure that manager gets on my ass and I get on their ass about getting on other people's asses, about doing different shit they're supposed to do. When understandably so, if I was there, I could do it myself. And that's what they make them do. That's what all they make them do. Like, there's people that know the entire industry, and they use them for doing those things that other people can't do. Like, it's just like I was an artistic guy. I know I'm artistic, and I'm freaking cool. I'm good at coming up with stuff. Reason why I got certain things. Reason why I'm able to be a creative. I'm able to say that, yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna tell people about this whole thing that's happening, and like, I'm gonna do it in an artistic way and help them and stuff like that, because I'm good at it. Not because I'm fucking, I don't know, I'm good at it. I'm a creative mind. I used to do art and process different things all the time and say, what actually is praise? What I feel is praise. I just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Or should I say, oh my God, thank you so much. Your priceless comment means everything to me. No, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't mean anything to me. It means what everything is, if you buy it. You want to buy it? You want to buy it for $50? That would feed me. That's awesome. And I could fucking put a $10.99 on the shit that I do for art all the time. I can do it for my fucking life, and I want to do it for life. There's just like this whole. It's not because of a robot that's literally stopping me, or like a fucking, like, I mean a robot, a machine basically built by man to be able to understand and realize that certain art is better than other art or some shit. It's just like, yeah, you don't shit on a fucking paper. I don't consider that art, but if you put something in a certain way, you present it in a certain way, it's art. Even food, even a whole bunch of different stuff that you feel like, if the air conditioner is in the right place and it looks cool, then that's the fucking goddamn air conditioner art. Everything can be art. Everything can be art. And it's not someone else's definition of it, and that's the point. It's not someone else's definition of it. So when it becomes someone else's definition of it, you get paid, and that's the reason why. Is you shouldn't try to become an artist to be able to express yourself. You should become an artist because you want money. And you want people to understand you as an artist, as a human being. That's second. It's always second. So, or you should get into art because you have some sort of other idea to be able to promote when you actually make your art and you start investing in whatever business you want to go into. So understand, that's the reason why you get into art. I have a whole plan that I want to do. This is my plan, and this is what I want to do. I want to become a shipping company exclusively for art and artist pieces. I want to be able to come up with new ideas and new brave ways to be able to ship things. That's all I want. That's what my whole idea is. And then I want to use an absolute website. Me to getting a website that people can sell their artwork on for free. For absolutely free. Literally absolutely free. I want them to be able to sell their artwork to different people all over the world. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. So what's going to happen is they're going to have to pay for their shipping first. So they're going to pay for their shipping, but they're not going to get a commission deal off of it. I'm not going to commission anything. I'm not going to commission at all. I'm not going to commission them to do anything. They just make their art and then put it on the website, and they can sell it and ship it the way they see fit. So how's it going? I'm talking about my business plan. That's my idea, basically, a website that basically ships art, and that's cool, I think. And they do it for free. They do it for free. They get it for free because they only have to pay for shipping, and that's all. Like, they should pay for shipping, and they get paid, and then it's awesome. I'll set it up through a Cash App or through some sort of payment. I'm not going to use PayPal because PayPal uses certain information of people's lives, and when it's not using those things of people's lives, it's literally thinking that they're doing something illegal. I will not use PayPal, ever. I will never use PayPal. It is absolutely insanely corrupt, and they are using literally Elon Musk's complete and utter image to be able to, like, thwart his entire narrative or his entire anything. So that's the real point, is like thinking that someone did something wrong for no reason. I mean, obviously he likes girls young, but she's legal, so whatever. I don't like the fact that he did go for a girl that was younger than him, way younger than him. But you know, dudes in was it Europe are kind of iffy when it comes down to it. Not to say that I didn't have my own little skirmish of a girl that I thought was illegal, but she was not. She was legal in the state of that state. That wasn't because I realized that she was actually having, like, whatever relationship she was having with someone else is the reason why I broke it off. And the reason why I broke it off is because she was having relationships with dudes that were way older than her. Like, she was 17, or she turned 17, or she turned 16, and the dude was like 26 or 27 or anything like that. And I was like, nah, I'm good. She's like, that's the other dudes you fuck around with, but you didn't know I could fuck like this. You didn't know I was experienced. So that's the only reason why you start fucking around with these dudes, is because I fuck you right, but I'm not liking your personality right now. She's still my friend, but that's all. I just didn't like the fact that she was fucking around with dudes that were way older than her, thinking that she was getting the confidence from those dudes and liking what they liked, but she was never really doing anything of her own. Like, so she had kids when she was younger, all those other different things. And then I don't know what it is, man. Women who are like that, they usually like go past this like exodus, and then when they go past the exodus, they call themselves cougars because they're like 40 and 50 and shit like that. And that's the point, is I'm not attracted to that. I'm not attracted to those women, but I'm also not attracted to why it took them so long to be able to become that mature. Like, they could actually see other people and understand that if it's legal, then we can do something. Like yeah, you can go with younger dudes if you want to, because you weren't able to do that when you were older, when you were younger. But the point is that when your kids are gone and everything like that, they kind of judge you for it, you know? And they kind of judge you for it a little bit if they've been sheltered at all, or if you haven't told them about Jerry, who's staying over that night. Yeah. I don't know. That seems more of like an issue than any sort of transitional period that a woman or a man is going through. It sounds like every single womanly issue kind of rears its head and makes people think that, like, women get judged all the time. Like, or not judged, it's like there's just constant like stream of bullshit from these dudes they're trying to like, what they're trying to do is they're trying to like make this woman seem fragile or frail, and what happens is they wind up literally making themselves look an asshole, or they get laid. I don't know which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, there's women with daddy issues and they're like, I got daddy issues. Like, no, you don't have daddy issues. You have a need for attention. You are an attention whore. That is what you are. You can admit whatever you want to all day. It doesn't mean other people are going to believe it unless you stick to the themes, you know? And that's the point, is like, no chick actually sticks to any of those themes. No chick actually sticks to any of those themes. College lesbian and liberal, then realize that you're giving half your fucking paycheck to a charity every single day, every single month, that doesn't actually do what it says it does, because you find out eventually that all the charities are shitty and not just Black Lives Matter. You realize that, yes, almost half of every single thing you give goes to a company that actually makes money and is for profit, even though it calls itself a charity. Like, that's the real reason why I hate giving to charities, and I really won't give to charities ever, because there's nothing you're gonna do is ever gonna make the Black Lives Matter movement ever gonna work. You know, like, you're not gonna make that work. You're not gonna make that do anything. The reason why is because it's not the Black Lives Matter movement that is actually funding or making all these people furious. It's the fact that there are people out there that are confusing their own race with literally a color, and that there's just you shouldn't make it a color. Don't make it a color, because as soon as it's a color, there's no other answer that you're gonna hear. Don't make it a color. I'm not white. I'm pink and like tan sometimes. I peel in the sun sometimes, but even if I don't peel in the sun, it becomes a tan 2 days later. I'm Native American as fuck. I'm a whole bunch of different shit that I don't even know right now. And probably if I went on goddamn 23andMe and shit, then I wouldn't have enough answers for. or they would have enough answers for, and it would blow everyone's mind. It's like, you're part fox. I'm just like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew I was part fox. I knew it. I had a feeling because I can hear things sometimes. Pretty much all the time. Anyways, I use humor to be able to minimize the dark humor and stupid things that are in our world that constantly give me panic attacks and things that I would love to get out of my life for good, like human trafficking. But that's the point, is it's like, everything's scary. Even riding the bike was scary. So, I just wanted to be a detective and take down a bunch of scams and bullshit that people constantly get called with. They're like, we're not actually a scam if you see that people that are investing with our stuff, and then people launder money and then fake reviews and a bunch of different shit. It's like, we're a real fucking thing. Oh my god, I'm going fast. I know what happened. I know that always happens. I'm gonna jump it. Yeah. I just know that like everybody's acting like all this shit really matters, and alright, okay, let's go to a different map. Let's go to the streets. So that's what I think. Sometimes people don't really get it. They don't really get that these things are really happening in real time, and everyone's just so numb to it sometimes that it doesn't even hit well with me. It's just like you're not even acting like any of this shit even matters. Sometimes it's just like you're just talking about this one fucking comment that I don't give a shit about. I never give a shit about, and I just want to see your pretty face on a goddamn thing. I don't want to look at a goddamn comment that you hate or anything like that. I don't want to see you self-loathe yourself or anything like that, or try to validate yourself through someone else's shitty comment. I just want to see you make content and be nice or be happy. And that's like the literal thing, is like, don't give into the hate. Don't push into the hate or anything like that. Even if it feels like hate or anything like that, don't push into the hate. Don't push into it. Like if I'm doing something live, I will definitely talk about it. I'll definitely talk about the stupid shit that's happening in my life. But if you're literally like choosing a comment off of what someone one-offed to you, and they probably one-offed to you because they wanted you to be able to have something to fucking like talk about, like you're fucking smarter than everybody else now because you have a fucking TikTok. This doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't mean anything. You just gotta realize this. Shitty people are everywhere. Okay, shitty people are everywhere, and they will make your day a fucking living hell if you allow it. Like, shitty people will ruin your life if you allow them to. It's not being offended. You can be offended all fucking day. It's trying to make something out of it, or trying to make a conversation out of it. You're only going to get an argument. You're only going to get some dude who constantly thinks that the coronavirus is the flu, even though you sneeze 24/7, and you know that's the flu, but it's just not happening to you right now. And you're just like, I'm amazing, and I'm a golden god. Like, that's literally, like, people don't understand the part of dark humor, I guess, that people don't realize is like what I base most of my actual like morals off of. It's like, there are shitty people out there, and when they're doing fucked up stupid things and it's funny, or you can put it in a light where it's different and there's something happening that's constantly like out there, you can get those things out there and really talk about those issues of people being shitty to each other, no matter what their race or creed or transitional features. I don't know, I don't give a shit. Or they have a deep voice sometimes, and then they have sometimes a voice like this, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, no, that's called catfishing. That's not called anything trans. You're just literally making up a fact about people who are trans that transition and have deeper voices as they were probably men, or higher voices as they were probably women. That's dumb. That's stupid. It doesn't make me feel like you're a better person or anything like that. It just makes me feel like, oh, you like making people feel like shit. Okay, cool. Awesome. You like trolling people on fucking whatever the fuck website you go to, where every single dude's showing their goddamn dick and you don't give a fuck. Like, you don't give a shit about what half the shit that's on the internet, and half of that shit is literally sexual trafficking, and you just don't even talk about it because the person pays you to talk about fucking what flavor fucking Reese's Pieces you fucking love or some shit. You know why I said that? Because there's only fucking one flavor, so you can't say much about it. I've always hated that bullshit. I've always hated people who constantly like, I'm gonna review this phone, and it's got a fucking stylus, so make sure to use the stylus. It's like, you fucking sellout. How could you do that? Like, even if you are already a sellout, you are more sellouty if you constantly talk about stupid shit that you're sponsored by. The point is like, literally all the people who are selling phones aren't selling phones. They're telling you about the phone. They're not telling you about the phone. So why the fuck would you do that? Tell them about the idea of being cool, looking cool, awesome. It's the same way they sell cigarettes. You can sell anything like that. Cancer things that literally give people cancer. That's why I smoke cigarettes in the first place. Because Joe Camel is still in my mind from all that shit. It's literally a cartoon character that made himself look cool, and he's a fucking camel. Look at a goddamn idiot. They put him in a suit. Oh my god, it became cool. I'm a 90s kid, bitch, whatever. Or not 90s. I'm an 80s kid, bitch, whatever. Late 80s. 87, baby. 87. That's the year that Akira came out. And Dragon Ball Z. I'm a fucking genius. You can sell cigarettes. If you can sell cigarettes and tell people what's cool, you're selling an idea. That's what you're selling. And if you tell people about the goddamn phone, they should be like, I fucking know that already. Whatever, dude. And then the kids are going to be like, yeah, I know that already. But the old people are like, what did he fucking say about that goddamn? Is he fucking speaking English? He's not doing anything. He's just literally making himself look a fucking idiot. That's all people are doing. When they constantly act like they need to have ads on all their bullshit or anything like that. What I thought Funhouse and a bunch of different places were actually trying to like promote is the fact that no matter where you come from, you always love offensive shit. People always love offensive shit. They always do. They always go for that one little thing. They always say that little dumbass joke that everybody fucking laughs at, and everybody's like, oh, I feel guilty of it later, but I'm still gonna laugh now. Because they don't want to say it, but they're thinking it. They're thinking something about it. They're like, wow, this is really shitty. And if this was changed in a certain place, that happens. And that's why Jerry Seinfeld talked about the fucking airport, and he was one of the first goddamn dudes to do it. And the stupid fucking peanuts you get. That's the reason why. Because he made it cool. He made it funny. He made it because he was younger. And so he made it like every 30-year-old dude or every 35-year-old guy or some shit like that. And you know what's fucked up? People looked older back then. They looked so much older. They looked so much older because you know why? Because they did terrible fucking drugs for them and ruined their goddamn faces. Because like 3 months before they goddamn got on that fucking goddamn set, they were doing mounds and mounds of cocaine because the movie they had actually done before it made them that much fucking money. They had fuck you money. And that's why they went after that fucking goddamn rock and then made themselves look shit. But 3 months before they made that other movie, they came back and they fucking got collagen back in their fucking face because they got a bunch of goddamn Botox or some shit, and they look the same, but their voices are muffled. And the fact of the matter is like, oh, he really fucking like, what is this like? He really researched this role. Like he sounds exactly like that terrible person, you know? He's like, no, he actually did some terrible shit. They probably like research a whole bunch of different stuff on the internet. It's literally Google. You can do anything. You can literally learn how to act in certain different places. You can learn the look that you get from somebody that wants to murder you. Not just the dudes from the prisons, because those guys aren't always the ones that murder people. They got more tattoos. They had more tattoos than they murder people, obviously. I'm talking about the dudes like the dude who gets portrayed all the time as the weird southern guy who's working for the CIA. Like the guy on Two Guns. Fuck that guy. I mean, not that guy, but that character. Fuck that character. Oh, goddammit. That character is always seen. It's always seen and always noticed. And there's always this trope that secret societies are controlling our government. And the reason why is because it's like, no, because secret societies are getting away with a bunch of bullshit. Because they're coaxing the fucking people into believing that they're something that they're not. Which all people fucking do. All people lie about something. It's like, oh, it's the best in fucking like everything. Such a good thing. It's like Yeah, the reason why Soviet Jump Game was such a terrible game isn't because of all the graphics or anything like that. It's that you didn't go on the level you wanted to. You know? You go on the level that they put you on. That's it. It's like everything cool about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds except not 3D. And then like, oh man. There were so many games and so many people and so many things that people just literally ripped off of other people and sold in certain places, and it's just like, do you know how many things get ripped off from people's culture? Do you know how many things get appropriated? And you really know how many things get appropriated? The amount could literally fucking dumbfound you. Like, it would literally send you into an erratic fucking goddamn mental breakdown. That's how much would happen, and you'd realize how much people's actual culture actually gets appropriated by their own race sometimes. The people who just live in different countries. Asian people don't actually cook a whole bunch of Asian food. Sometimes they want different food, so they go out to KFC or like fucking Taco Bell like the rest of us. And they have different things in Japan because Japan has different things. They have different things in China because China has different things. You know, the reason why I don't hate China, I don't want China to like have Xi Jinping as their leader, but I don't hate China because China remains itself, even though no matter what leader it fucking has. China will always remain itself. They'll be quiet until the leader dies. They'll be like, yep, he's a good leader. He's a good leader. He's a good leader. He's good. He's great. Xi Jinping, you're good, man. You're the bee's knees in Chinese, obviously. But as soon as he dies, they're gonna be like, I fucking hated that piece of shit. And look at him, see if he's dead. Yeah, you fucking bitch. Yeah, I fucking hated him. That's how, like, who is it? Stubborn Asian people are. That's something to know only because of actually dealing with Asian people and understanding them to be completely and utterly we're just doing the same thing that English people are doing. If they don't like somebody in leadership, they'll just make a parliament around them and be like, yeah, you're doing great. You're doing so great, putting all that jewelry on. Look at that. Look at that, Queen Elizabeth. You're making a man. You're smacking that young child. Not caring because you're too old to understand or notice anything anymore. Just like everyone's pointing towards an idea. Like her properties make so much money because there's constant cycles of money going back into it because of what literally. Because of what literally is the English economy. It constantly needs someone to stay at certain places that has a bunch of money, that is probably the Indian dude who's literally funding the shit that America isn't liking. And then they'll realize it's like, you're a certain way, and America needs to stop with their capitalism. It's like, no, they're not actually capitalists. We're actually a republic. And sometimes a totalitarianistic republic, because the president likes to tell everyone to do every fucking thing. And the president isn't even supposed to do that. We're going to talk today about what presidents actually are, what presidents actually do, and what they should really be talking about, because they don't give a shit about any of their goddamn speeches. They don't make me feel good. They don't make me feel better. They don't make me feel more included. It doesn't matter if I'm not black. They don't make me feel good, and they shouldn't make anyone else feel good. We are one America. We're one America. One America. We're one America. I'm sure we have a bunch of territories that nobody else actually even talks about all the time. What are those territories? They get to vote in the presidency? No. Why don't they get to vote in the presidency? Things are digital now. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Like, why do you let them vote for the president? Oh, because the population inflation is the main thing that we're trying to understand. And then in this complicated issue that you're deciding to defer the question about, because that's what every single president that ever gets elected does. Defers to the actuality of the subject itself. The subject exists, and that's what they're acknowledging. But that's the point. Is like, it's not the subject that exists. It's the fact that the subject is fucked up. You know, they expect it's always happened. And the white bread and all the Black Panthers, all the shit. It's happened in every single person's speech, every single one. It's like, I have a dream. Yeah, I have a dream speech. That I have a dream speech. Who's it written by? Who's it written? Oh, he just made up on the spot. He's like, no, he was coming up with it the whole time. That he was running those walks and stuff like that and everything like that. He was coming up with it at least in his own head. Maybe a couple guys added some more things. There were some white people in there too. They were doing some stuff. So I don't know. They were doing stuff. They were all peaceful, I guess, somehow, but they were just really snarky about it, and that's the reason why the white supremacists didn't like them. No, it's because they were actually that racist. It's stupid. I'm stupid. The reason why a lot of people come up with speeches is because they make main ideas off of their actual presidency and what they like to do that. But I don't want to come up with a main idea when I think of a president. I don't want someone to come up with a main idea of the thing they're supposed to tell me, because it's like I'm reading a book again. It's like what you are is the main character in my story now. That's the point. It's like you're not, and I want to see you do good. That's the point of the thing that was hidden towards me, or like pushing towards me. It's like I want you to win because you're a main character in a story that is in my mind now. And like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Don't believe any stupid fucking speeches of dumb shit. People are like, we have to be one America in this. It's just like, that's code for don't fucking do anything about my decisions, because I'm changing everything, and that's what every president's about. Because you know why? The reason why they're changing everything all the time is because they're constantly moving back and forth and doing whatever the fuck they can to stay in control and stay in those lobbyists' minds about people who they're going to give money to later on, to constantly say their ideas. That's all they're doing. It's a business. It's all it is. Everything is a business. Every little thing is a business. And the only reason why Trump didn't do good is he said the stupidest shit you could possibly imagine. When you run a business, no one respects you for saying stupid shit. He wasn't racist. He was just poignant and sarcastic all the fucking time. That's all he was. You really think he meant you could put like disinfectant in your body? He's making a joke. He's trying to make things lighthearted. But he did it a dumb way because he's stupid. Yeah, you're gonna make all Republicans fucking feel bad about something. I would put them to shame. It's like, yeah, the point is that Republicans are a part of politics. What you're doing is making yourself look like an idiot because of all the Republicans that don't like you now. Because you put them to shame. It's like, yeah, you don't, you're just because you're smart doesn't mean everyone likes you. That's the lesson that everyone should learn from everything. That's the point. Everyone, every president that no one voted for. I voted for Jill Stein. Fuck you all. I wanted a woman to become president immediately and stop this douchebaggery that everyone constantly thinks is not happening. The douchebaggery. The point is that, like, hey, you know what, woman, you can learn anything you want to. You become a wonderful person, the greatest amount of everything. You work your fucking ass off and do stupid shit for another motherfucker's goddamn product. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you and your goddamn stupid, misanthroped, fucking misinterpreted, misguided ass fucking speech, you bitch. Fuck you, all you motherfuckers. Your dumbass faces. And your voice you would never talk to your goddamn wife in, or she would smack the shit out of you. Stupid motherfuckers. Yeah. So yeah, you can talk to her in that voice, but only when you're having sex. Some sort of weird masculine shit that you like fucking like have with your wife or some shit. It's like, no, that's the way he talks. It's like, no, that's what he's taught you that he talks. He didn't talk like that with his fucking boys. That's the bullshit that happens all the time. That's the point, is like, talk to your girlfriend the way you talk to your boys. If that's anything, then if never given any like, talk to your boyfriend the way you talk to your boys. I don't give a shit what fucking goddamn thing you are. If you want to just talk, then talk. Talk your fucking ass off and be the person you want to be, and stop being some fucking themed idiot that constantly puts on mascara and looks like a fucking dumbass. Because you look like a peacock. You're not in the desert. It's not going to help you. Unless you're in a drag show. Then it's going to help you make money. And I don't give a shit. I don't know, these are my rants, so it's always good to come up with stuff that like you feel frustrated about, because I feel socially kind of starved a little bit, and that's the point. Is I feel socially starved and I know it. I don't have friends that are like outside of the house sometimes, and they always leave and go do something else because they feel like they're alone in the world, and I don't give a shit about them because they're alone in the world. They're fucking alone in the world. I want to be with them somewhere. I want to be with them, not them somewhere. I want to be with someone else, like anyone else that has a different outlook on life. It pisses me off when people actually think that I'm like the people I hang out with sometimes. I'm not. I'm a really good person. I actually do different things. I'm not a slob. I only keep minimal clothes around my room, and when I'm able to pick them up, they're not nasty or stupid or covered in anything that's disgusting, because I'm not a fucking terrible person that keeps things in my room that are disgusting. It's like, oh, my room is so messy. It's like, oh, I take 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, 10 minutes to pick up literally 20 items of clothing, and then my room is clean. That's it. That's all that happens. I just believe in fun stuff. Even the most racist, crazy motherfucker, most inbred, what you think is actually out there, which is only out there in some cases, is mostly the dudes who you think you're having the greatest time being a family man, and those are the most fucked up ones in ever. I mean, every single serial killer probably has a go-to wife. Because they all have 3 or 4 families out there. It's like, oh, he's got a hole in the family. It's like, odds are he also has a fucking addiction to murdering people or taking advantage of younglings. It's not funny. It's terrible. Like anyone that has that shit, just like, yeah, yo, my dad had another family that he didn't want to talk about. It's just like, yeah, he also probably used to kill people for a different person and needed a goddamn alibi. And had a different name with a different named ID also. So how did he get that shit? I don't get how people don't understand literally people that have menial choices obviously go with the mafia sometimes. It's not like a trope or anything. It's just obviously known. But no one's even saying anything about it. Like, they think that, oh my god, just because they're gay doesn't mean they're in the mafia. It's like, no, it's not because they're gay that they're in the mafia. It's because they're high on cocaine all the fucking time. This is they literally know exactly where to get ecstasy all the fucking time. It's not that trait that makes them gay that is making them connected to whatever mafia you think they're not connected to. But somehow they know some guy that knows some guy that knows some guy that also works with the guy that probably killed a fucking cousin of theirs or some shit. And that's what the reason why I don't care about race either. And it's not a fucking it's not a community. It's not. Culture is a community. Culture is definitely a community, and kids can wonder in culture. But race, not even close. I think what people actually tried to do in the 70s and 80s is like, white people are so nice to each other. We should be nice to each other too. It's like, no, understand that white people do that as a defense mechanism. Okay, me, I do that as the pink man I am. I do that as a defense mechanism to be able to see their nicest side. And if they don't want to give me their nicest side, then I walk off and I don't continue to like. It's like an exchange of, I'm not a fucked up person. Are you a fucked up person? And if they tell me something like, I had fucking bleach on my nose earlier, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk to that person. Every single time someone is talking to you, they're evaluating you. That's the point. It's like, no matter what race they are, no matter what creed you are, it's like, whenever you believe, someone's always evaluating what you're doing, how you're doing it. Because sometimes they're trying to hire you, or sometimes they're trying to fire you. Or anything at all. Just... Someone's always going to evaluate you on everything that you do. And no matter what, you're always going to have someone who's your best friend, who just knows everything. And no matter what problems they're going through, they're always like, he's my boy, he's going to do the things that he does, and he loves me. And of course, I'm going to love that person. But also, I'm going to judge that person and tell them about their fucking selves all the goddamn time. Because that's what they would do for me. And I currently have an African-American boyfriend. It's always fun to be like sexually ambiguous. And just be like, I have a boy friend. I'm a man friend. And yeah, he's one of the most offensive dudes I fucking know. He says gay way more times than he's supposed to. When I call him out on a situation, though, he fucking tells me the goddamn truth. Or he keeps his fucking mouth shut and understands that we're not going to be friends after a certain point. Like, after a certain point of him not telling me the truth, I'm going to be like, yeah, it's time for you to go home. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then the next day, I'm just like, hey, okay, it's fine. Whatever, you can come over. It's fine. You're a good guy. You're a good dude. I know that you didn't mean that thing, and even if you did, I don't give a shit because I'm your friend. That's the point. Even if he gets canceled, eventually he will get canceled. Everyone will get canceled because there is no one that is infallible. That's the point too. It's just like that's a real point. It's just like, oh, my friends are getting canceled. Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, no, you're not. They're not your friends. That's the point. They're lying to you. They're telling you something, and they're being someone else around other people. That means they're lying to you. That means they're not your friend. That means they're lying to you. So that's what happens to people who literally go stupid and dumb, and then go stupid and go dumb. It's like, oh, goddamn it. That's the realization is it's like the dude selling coke up the block doesn't have you as a friend or a contact all the time. The dude that sells fucking all that shit, he doesn't consider you his friend. He considers you a potential enemy with anything that he does. And that's what I want to stop. That's what I always want to stop, man. That's what I always want to stop. Well, people have friends, man. I want people to go out there and be able to express themselves fully if they want to. No matter what, you're still going to lie to somebody. And it's going to feel better because you don't have to remember all that bullshit. You don't have to remember every single lie. You don't have to remember every single motherfucker out there who might hurt you if you do something wrong. So I'm scared for some women. So I'm scared for some dudes. Because if they're not telling me the truth or telling me stupid shit, then they don't have it. They don't have it. They're 2 seconds from getting that goddamn dude who's like, hey, how's it going? I've been watching you for a while. I've been watching you for a little bit actually. I've been wondering why you're sending these stupid text messages to chicks that you actually don't know. Wondering why you're sending all these messages and these different things to bitches that you have no idea about. You don't even know if they're actually of age. And that's TikTok. But yeah, I do message bullshit to women. I just say little comments and shit like that. I'm not trying to groom anyone. Just trying to let everyone know. It's like, hey, if I see you in the world, gotcha. That's it. I just think you're cool. That's all. I won't even try to fuck most of them. The ones that I know are older, I'm probably gonna try to. And even then, I have no idea what their intentions are. Are they trying to use me? Are they a serial killer themselves? Cougar serial killers is probably like the never happened before, but it's probably happened. It's probably happened at some point. I don't know, it's pretty high if you think about it. And I have a double negative, so it's like I know that there's like I don't know. So the point is just like I know I could like get around myself if I knew they were putting something in my drink, then I would know and I would go home or just yeah, I was going yeah. So now I'm talking about serial killers. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I'm an asshole. God damn it. I'm trying to go here. There we go. Damn it. Son of a bitch. That's the point, though. It's like there's another point, though. It's just like I can't keep using these like things that just pisses me off so much that people get robbed and broken into these systems that are just really shitty, and they don't realize that there's people out there that just like really would murder them. It's just like you piss off the silent kid enough, then by saying all these fucking different things that he doesn't understand, you're just like pissing off the silent kid. The silent kid is never gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. He's always gonna assume that you're doing something destructive towards him. And he's not the emo kid. He just listens to emo because everybody else listens to emo. What he actually wants to listen to is dying bodies and people dying and burning in hell or whatever the fuck that is. That's the point that people don't really realize, is that that's what them believing in religion created. That's what them all believing in religion actually created. It's what everyone believing in religion created, and they constantly blame it on other people that it happened because of something else. It's not always. You made what the devil was enjoyable. You made a good book. That's what everyone happens to believe in. There's Slytherins in goddamn motherfucking Harry Potter. There's people who like Slytherin. There's people, the reason why they like Slytherin is because they like it. They think it's cool. They think it's awesome. No matter what they say, no matter how they say it, they believe in survival or whatever. Or they understand survival of the fittest, basically. That's what Slytherin is all about. That's the reason why people could pick certain things, like Hufflepuff. People only do Hufflepuff because they're different personality traits. Everybody tries to come up with some stupid goddamn like psychology on it, like, oh my god, if you're a third Hufflepuff, then these questions will make sure that you blah. It's fucking stupid. It's so stupid. Why the fuck do people even dare to comment on those things? Or take a quiz and see what you are. You're Gryffindor. Gryffindor. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking Ravenclaw, you stupid bitches. You know Ravenclaw for it? You know Ravenclaw? Because I know. Because birds eat the shit out of snakes. Birds step on snakes all the fucking time. Gryffindor isn't even real. Gryffindor is like a griffin and also a door. So it's real, but it's not real anyways. It's a mythological creature that everyone's just like all about and shit. Whatever, fuck you, stupid idiot. Get a fucking raven. Ravens type. Ravens existed all the time, throughout mythology and everywhere. Quote the raven, nevermore. Fuck you, hoes. Men too, motherfucker. Where's my lighter at? Oh, my lighter. Where's the lighter at? Where's the lighter? There it is. Is that it? No, it's not. Where is it at? Where is it? That just didn't trick you. I don't know. There it is. Awesome. It's a wolf. I made this quote, and I think it holds true sometimes. It's called... I said it on a piece of paper. We wanted to make them like some notes. Or like business cards or some shit like that, or whatever. And, it said, keep silent in the steps of a wolf. It's like, understand that there are fucked up people out there, and you shouldn't put your opinions on every single thing you live in. You shouldn't put every single little thing you believe in on yourself. Like, there are things that I love about the Lord of the Rings, but I'm never getting a tattoo about it. It's like, I'm talking about a quote I said, or keep your steps quick in the step of a wolf. That was the quote, yeah. And it was like on this paper, and he's just like, wow, this is, why did you choose this? And I was just like, because it's the lessons I've learned from other motherfuckers who I know are fucked up. Other people I know that are in things that I'm not in. Like I can say like, oh, they're my boys or some shit like that, but no, they come, like the rest of the football team only showed up once in my entire goddamn life. You know, they didn't show up once in my house. That was when one of them accidentally broke my fucking leg, or accidentally, I guess. I mean, they might have not done it. I was feeling a certain way, but the point was, 2 days before I actually like broke my leg, I told them that one of my legs was hurting. So there you go. I told the physical therapist that one of my legs was hurting, and it felt like it was weird, and pins and needles and weird shit like that. But okay, so they did do it on purpose, maybe. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I can't really do anything about it now. I can't sue them. The statute of limitations on murdering someone's leg. And I have 5 titanium pins in it. I can run faster than I ever did. So whatever. So. Or at least. Oh shit. So that's the shit I learned. Keep your steps quick in the step of a wolf. Keep yourself silent in the step of anything that's around you. Doesn't matter your rights or anything. Is believe and understand that everyone and everything around you can be a threat. Anyone can be a threat. Anyone can be assessed as a threat. No matter what you think, no matter how you think it is. No matter what your belief system is. Everyone can consider you a threat if you continue to make noise in a certain way. And that's the point, is like anyone can consider you to be crazy if the ideas in which you're considering their lives should change is crazy to them. And realize that those people are going to constantly exist. They're constantly going to be they're constantly going to be contrary to your beliefs. Shit. Those people are going to be. People are just going to believe something that's different from you just to be different. Even if it's fucked up or stupid, even if it's dumb and it doesn't make any goddamn sense, like J.P. Lovecraft and Scientology and all that bullshit. Just understand people just want something to believe in. They're stupid enough to be able to believe in something that is a book that was written by a dude to be absolutely true. So it's like, but the Word of God, the Bible. It's like, yeah, that was a book. That was a book too. It was actually an amalgamation of things to be a book of lessons and a book of life teachings and certain things, and it also had a certain number of people's lineage in it. So they had to understand that, and Bowman came before that really doesn't have any meaning, because you don't know if that happened. You have no idea. No fucking clue. It was literally probably a bunch of stuff. So, like, if you think that the Bible itself was made and the Quran itself were made literally in different places, you have no idea what you're talking about. No one does. Nobody has any idea where the Quran was made. The Quran and the Bible could have been made in the exact same fucking place. Like the actual like Hebrew Bible or the other Bible or like the fucking the King James Bible, anything like that. They could have been made in the same exact place. All of them. I mean, they're translated. They're pretty much made in the same place now. There's like, oh, those Christian stores. They all have those. They always smell like the inside of a fucking They always smell the inside of a fucking new car or some shit. Damn it. But every single thing, bet every single thing that was made inside those Christian stores is also made in those Muslim stores that you see. And they have the Quran and all those other different beads and everything like that. It's a business. It's all a business. It's all a business. It's just changing people's hearts and minds, changing opinions to what they believe that they should be. That's all it is. It's all it ever was. And that's technically all anybody else's shit is. And I just refuse to believe that too. Everybody's just like, hey, buy this fucking shirt to support our cause. I was like, what's the cause? Oh, so these motherfuckers stop fucking hitting on us and beating the shit out of us. Guess what? Just because there's less of them doesn't mean they're gonna stop. It just means that you probably made the racist ones leave, and now they're not tracked. So if they beat someone's ass, it's not gonna be on file. Like it wasn't on file before. I was like, yeah, doesn't mean that the racist people are still there. You have to realize the reasons why Black Wall Street got fucking bombed. Because the racist people had the bombs. That happened again? Did that happen afterwards? There's like, no, some guy just got literally like demoted, and then the other people that were underneath them got slowly phased out of the military. It's like that's the way things should work sometimes. Is you should realize that they have intentions that you don't understand. You should realize that people above you know what you're doing and know that it's terrible. And when they're actually like given a chance to do something about it, like when people who are like racist as shit and they do something about it, like they fucking kill a bunch of people, then that's what happens. Is people get fucking phased out. People aren't liked anymore, and I think that's okay, but sometimes shit needs to go a certain awry and someone needs to get poisoned, because if the CIA's in that bullshit, they should probably do that shit. And they probably most likely do already. I mean, I'm guessing. Like the dude who gets angry and shoots another drug dealer because he's on his turf is not a coincidence most of the time. It's mostly because of shit that the ATF and a bunch of different kinds of NSA dudes do. They're all about secrets and shit. They're all about people who don't know them, and then they're always acting like they're someone else. It's just like they're not even spies, dude. It's like you'd know their name if you saw them. But the point is, they do so much shit, is that you have no idea like what they're doing. Like the point is, like, and Two Guns, they make kind of like the CIA out to be like this like stupid fucking Southern bullshit. And it's like, if they are, then they're not. They don't speak like Southerns because they literally don't like their heritage. They don't like a motherfucker gigging for frogs and then like kidnapping like 2 girls and then raping them, and then yeah, it's pretty much the whole good old boy persona most of the time. And then every single girl's like, oh, I want this dude to have a big bod because I know he has a job. It's like, so you're telling me that you wouldn't go after these fuckboys out here, and you're just saying that because you kind of like your fan base, and most of your fan base is dudes that are fat. So just realize that, and you would never actually even consider even going out with any of them because you don't care, because you don't give a shit. You're not actually a part of that thing. Like the dudes that have bellies are probably worked with that fucking, like, even the dudes that are okay, like not fucked up and don't do fucked up things and shit like that. Even those dudes are having a tough time being healthy and like permeable. And like women themselves, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, I do not believe in veganism. I like vegetarianism. You can eat fish and stuff like that, but you have to have some sort of meat in your diet. You do. It's not because we've eaten them for all the time and stuff like that. It's not because of anything like that. It's because there are certain irons and there are certain different metals and minerals in certain animals that we need to have a certain basis of. There are women that have turned orange because of the amount of carrots they just snack on all the time because they believe that that's good for them. When you turn a different color, like, it's not good. It's like means that your kidneys are saturated in the vitamin that's in there. And the reason why you shouldn't have your kidneys saturated with anything is because it can kill you. It can literally kill you. And if there's a certain metal in the actual thing, is your kidneys get weighed down with this iron or like fucked up shit you shouldn't even actually be eating sometimes. And also, even still, there's so much actual zinc in seafood sometimes, is that there are poisonous levels of zinc sometimes in minerals in underwater seabeds and stuff like that. And that's the main reason why we even started looking on radar in the first place, is to find different places to mine. And you're like, oh my god, I don't like fragging, I don't like any of that shit. Well, you don't like the fucking shit, the costume jewelry you made, or the costume jewelry you like, or you constantly say that crystals are constantly the fucking thing that heal you, or whatever the fuck you think you're talking about, because it's wrong. But if you like crystals, then you're literally all about mining all the time, because that's usually what they find. They don't find coal or diamonds all the time. They find quartz and like a whole bunch of different shit to make those cool looking necklaces and shit. So if you like cool necklaces, yeah, you can mine sometimes. It's fine. I don't get people's extremism sometimes. It's like, yeah, we do stupid shit to be able to get our stuff. But guess what? When we're in space, we can find fucking planets made of the whole fucking goddamn diamond. You can have it. You can fucking have it. You can have the diamond. Literally, the only thing that praises in value, or raises in value, or depletes in value, depending upon a market, is real estate. That's it. So if you buy real estate on the moon, it's only going to go up. It's only going to go up because we're getting closer and closer to putting a manned place on the moon. And every country's going to have their own thing once they get there. That's cool. It's fine. But you know what? You have to understand that there are certain countries that don't want that shouldn't be there, and that the reason why they're like out of certain shit, certain little groups, is because they're shitty to people, like North Korea, Russia, and bullshit. But they're on the International Space Station, so we're obviously friends. All I know is I want to either end Vladimir Putin's reign or something, or just murder him. He constantly kills off this goddamn competition or some shit. It's just like I don't know, like Russia people don't accept that they have extremism. They feel prideful about what Russia is and how they only focus on the positive. But they have to understand that I understand their culture too, and they do not like talking about serial killers in Russia. They will never talk to you about a serial killer that they saw in Russia. They'll never talk to you about that dude who fucking liked little girls and fucking kept liking little girls, even though everyone was like, don't like little girls. I like it when like gender, like I like it when like this is funny to me. I mean, there's no traction. It's just funny to hear. Like when dudes are like you find out that they're fucked up. Like if you find out that they're fucked up, that's fucking funny, because then the ball's in your court. You can make the decision to beat the shit out of them and make them feel sorry for whatever the fuck they did or do on a daily basis. That's the only good part that comes out of understanding that dudes like lolly or whatever the fuck they like or some shit. It's like girls in dresses. I mean, of course I like women in dresses. Like women in dresses, slips, anything. Like this fucking, it's cute as shit. But when you like start adding accessories and all the other different stuff, just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems a little gay. I don't give a shit whether or not I say the gay, because it's not a word. It's not a fucking word that describes anyone's goddamn homosexuality or non-homosexuality. It's not a fucking word. It's not a word. Or it's a word and it means happy. So fuck you. Fuck all of you. You dumb motherfuckers. I hate it when people describe themselves with words. Just describe yourself with a feeling. Love someone because you like them, not because of they're the same race as you or some shit. That's always been that way too. It's like every single black chick in New Orleans or in some southern states think that some white dude finds them attractive because of them being black. It's like, do you literally want to not find that as a goddamn compliment? I like it when like chicks think I'm a fucking cute white boy. I don't give a fuck. As long as they find me cute, I don't give a shit. It's like, but you don't understand. It's like white men have been bred to rape women. It's just like, you're fucking stupid. No man themselves has literally been pushed into raping women. It's all their responsibility. You have to realize that it's everyone's responsibility to not rape people. It's all our responsibility to not rape people. It's just like whenever there's like a chick that's like older, maybe in her like 80s, that's probably where I'd stop. Yeah, that's probably where I'd stop. That's it. That's all. Woman in her 80s. If I can't meet her at her old folks' home, then it's over. Shit. And that's the point. Is I'm not an established character in this fucking goddamn idiots' heads. People are constantly talking about me and shit like that. Oh, that was amazing. Oh shit! I was trying to go down that fucking thing and it didn't let me. Damn it. That's the absolute point, man. You have to realize that the people are gonna do things no matter what, and you have to realize that people are gonna make their own decisions and work in their own goddamn stupid fucking shit that they do. They're just gonna do what they want, and you're gonna have to realize that being paranoid about every single person is gonna work. Because it's stupid. You're dumb. And you're dumb, you're stupid. Of course, though, in India, there is a terrible rape problem, and everyone is not acknowledging that. It's like literally dudes off the street are just like, let's rape this bitch. And then that's the point, is like they all believe that they should rape that bitch because there's constant fucking needs or wants to be sterile or abstinent or anything like that. It's just like, oh my fucking lord. Religion has literally ruined people's sex drives. It's like they're gonna have the purge or some shit, and it's just like, you can fuck any bitch you want, just fucking like, just be like nice about it, I guess. It's fucked up, man. It's super fucked up. Any religion that constantly bases their beliefs on the fact that they control humans or anything like that, or law itself, because law doesn't control you. Laws are ideas. Laws are constant ideas that are in your head or not in your head, depending upon what your profession is. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, just try not to be too evil, because there's no person that is, like, I love this quote, it's from Loki, but there's no person that is bad that is truly bad. Like, understand that. People can always change. Understand people can always change for or against different things that they believe in once they understand that they've been taught certain things through their experiences. And people are never always good, because they get selfish, they get stubborn, they do things they don't want, they do things that they think they don't want. That's it. That's all. It's just like, no one that's ever bad is truly bad. No one that's ever bad is truly bad. And no one that's ever good is truly good. Everyone is manipulatable. Everyone is capable of doing something fucked up. Everyone is capable of understanding and realizing how fucked up that thing was that they did, and realize that thing they did isn't the thing they should do. So, and I'm living proof of that. So. God damn it. God damn it. Son of a bitch. But that's the point, is I refuse to be taught any more lessons about what society is. I know society itself is a lie. It's just a useful tool when people are trying to convey their opinions, when trying to make their own business, or trying to make their own way. It's based upon what capitalism really is. And everyone uses it to be able to manipulate people when they have a bad product, and just a bunch of sayings about it. A bunch of scams have worked sometimes. People just literally spend their last dollar on penny stocks, and like, they're gonna fucking go up so high. Whatever you finance and take out a second mortgage on the house, and you lost everything. And you're like, fuck. Fucking shit. It's just like, that's what happens, man. When nice people decide to go awry, or when people decide to do fucked up things, that's when all the shit happens, and everyone's just like, why did all this shit happen? Because you didn't have laws for it, because you didn't have people decide for it. And that's what the president does. He just signs bills into laws. That's all he does. That's all he fucking does, and he shouldn't be praised for it. No one should, because there's fucked up people that have been president before, and there'll be fucked up people that are president again, because they all kiss ass and act stupid towards one another, do stupid shit every single fucking day of their goddamn lives. And it pisses me off that the best version of our president, as far as Obama was literally at best a fucking celebrity. It fucking sucked. It was dumb. I hated it. I hated all of it. I'm like, the best you can come up with is not, people should have their rights and be good with their rights, no matter what they are, no matter how they are, and then sign that into an amendment. And then, no, we don't sign amendments. The point is to make people love each other. It's like, no, you can't. Sign into a law. Make us follow it. Do whatever you want. That's the thing we follow. We're not free, motherfucker. Nobody's free. The people who are free are the ones blowing shit up. And that's the best they can do when they're free. It's just like fucking blow shit up for no reason. It's like, wow, you really sent a message to all other people who blow shit up that are gonna come for you if you ever fucking show your face around anywhere. See, we hire people to blow shit up. When we hire people to blow shit up, they're good at what? Demolition tactics, not dirty bombs and stupid bullshit. Because we put money in that. That's why it's good. To dispose of bombs and also defuse them. And when we can't defuse them, we get the cops to go around to everybody's door and tell them to leave because some crazy motherfucker is going to kill himself. That's all that happens. And she's like, but you're missing the point, is that his opinion wasn't validated in the first place. It's because he believed that monsters were trying to control him through his TV. That's what he believed. He believed that monsters were trying to control him through his TV, and if he wore an aluminum foil hat, if he wore an aluminum foil hat, then none of that would happen. And the point is that he was proven right only because there was nothing out to get him before he made that bomb. Or there was probably ATF looking at his file, but they weren't following close behind. They didn't want to be responsible for a bunch of different people dying because he felt like he was being watched. And that's what I don't think anyone in the entirety of the underground of anywhere gets. The seedy underbelly of every single city and things like that, they think that the cops have not seen them, even if they've been seen by the cops multiple times. And they think that somehow they're going to get away with it. And they're not. They won't. And they don't need anybody by their side because they need to feel the anguish of being completely alone in their entirety of their stupid shit that they did. I understand that's the only way that change is going to happen. People have to believe that and realize that, yes, we have to be alone in our bullshit to understand and change. You need boredom in order to be able to understand that your change was not a valuable thing that happened, that needed to happen. The valuable thing that you thought was the thing that was going to get you fucking on the big leagues of whatever fucking place this is. This is not big leagues. New Orleans is not big leagues. Motherfuckers hiding in trees in New York. Everyone is just a pawn for another cartel out there. Even the Russian dudes trying to kidnap bitches. They're all just pawns. That's all they are. The little smugglers, the little dealers, little sellers. There's one thing they can do though. The CIA can do is poison the shit out of the head guy, and then watch the other motherfuckers take each other out. And if they don't, then they go to jail for everything that they did. I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's happening right now, really. And the reason why a lot of things are gonna happen too that people aren't gonna understand is because we have been living in filth, and everyone literally has just been loving it. We have been living, and your vegan restaurant literally has been not washing their hands and not prepping their food after each goddamn thing, not putting masks on even though they might have coronavirus. I understand that shit's coming too. The whole bunch of politicians that just put a whole bunch of money in restaurants and expect them all to do well and expect nobody to get on their case about, hey, you know what, you didn't do this thing that I thought you were going to do. You decided that you were going to put a whole bunch of money in a restaurant that you thought was going to do well, and when it didn't, because of coronavirus, and a bunch of people who didn't want to go to your restaurant because they knew that those dudes didn't wash their hands, they went to another restaurant, or they didn't go to any restaurants at all. They got a fucking shopping list, and they went to the goddamn grocery store and got it themselves. Or the homeless dudes that you constantly give food to, and pizza and all other different stuff like that. They're constantly, the reason why they have such a bad air about themselves is because they're not healthy. Why they're not healthy? Because being healthy costs money. Why are there no farms sponsoring goddamn homeless shelters? I don't know why. I have no idea. It's stupid. It's really dumb, and they should do it, or else eventually they won't be a fucking farm anymore. Or somebody else is going to get their shit. So it's been like this constantly in New Orleans, and it's not a place to live sometimes. And the reason it's not a place to live is because these people don't think that shit is legal. They think that not washing their hands after every single fucking customer is legal. They think that it's not a health code violation. And when they find out that the FBI has been fucking wandering in and literally just be like, oh, you sneezing on that sandwich because that guy gave you the finger? Okay, cool. You're laundering money out and into your goddamn restaurant and then not putting it under taxes? Cool. You hiring a bunch of immigrants so you can pay them less on your goddamn shit? Awesome. We're just gonna jot that down. We're also gonna record a couple conversations of you actually working with child and sexual slave mongers, and then arrest them, and then not you, and help you just think about what you did for a minute, because we're gonna arrest you later when we have more evidence that's damning, that's gonna send you to jail for at least 30 to 40 years. Not a little pittance, not a little. I didn't touch my thing. It's the I didn't fucking get the right fucking I didn't get the right silverware or the right things, and what happened as a result is literally sewage being dropped into some sort of thing as a result of it, like sewage being worked into a main course, literally. So. People think that other countries are just safe and secure when they come to things. It's like there's so many countries that are so bad of fucking goddamn health code violations. We are the number one as far as food goes in New Orleans, and we are terrible at keeping ourselves clean. Terrible. It is so bad, and I'm telling people to just never go there. Don't go to that one bar or restaurant that's inside of the thing, because you saw that chicken that looked really, really good. They might not be cooking it all the way through. That's the reason why. Because I'll get even chicken from Popeyes. I'll fucking get that shit, and it looks fucking dying. It looks like it's dying on the plate. It's bleeding, and fucking the ends of it, they're like, oh, we'll get another employee and stuff like that. It's like, why aren't you reprimanded for literally giving me this shit? You could have fucking killed me. You gave me salmonella poisoning, and yet you get off on fucking everything else. It's because people don't report shit. You don't report your restaurant being a fucking asshole to you because you like it so much, and you like the idea and the theme of where you're fucking going. Make your own goddamn chicken and poison yourself, piece of shit. Make it. Do it. Do it on your own. Make the fucking thing. Cook. You'll be more appealing to women. You'll be more appealing to dudes who want you to cook for them. You'll be more appealing to anyone you're fucking attracted to. But no. I want to go to fucking whatever this place is in Matthew Mole. Shh. No, this is my rant page, so that's what I do. Is I rant and I fuck up at skating. So I'm just pissed off that I was expecting a reward. Not really. It's okay. It's fine. But that's the point. Is there's shitty people everywhere that just don't know their time is just ended. It's so funny too. I guess if you think about it, nobody's really gonna take me that seriously, I guess. But everyone's starting to realize, I guess, that there's some sort of reckoning happening when it comes to people who are just literally just terrible at fucking telling people shit. You know. Terrible at telling your literal audience that there's nuts in everything they make, or telling your fucking not your audience, your customer base that there's nuts in everything they make, and if you don't want to eat nuts, then don't eat their food because of the place that everything was made at. So that all has nuts in it, and you just decided that there would be a place that you'd eat and didn't realize that had nuts and everything, and then you got a fucking allergic reaction. You had to go to the hospital and nearly killed you. And then, heel nose grind and nollie shove it. Hold on, let me see. My controller's fucked up. Hold on. Let me go to heel. I gotta heal then. So yeah, alright. I'm gonna do the heel nose right now. Ah, damn it! I didn't do it. Damn it! Damn it, motherfucker! God damn it. Okay, gonna heel nudge her in and nollie shove it. That's an impossible trick though, because if you do a nollie shove it, you're not on the side of the board where you're grinding. That's an oxymoron, or paradox, I guess. Yeah, you can't do that. It's impossible. Red down, blue right. I guess we'll try it. That's it. Alright, I fuck up. Damn it. I can't go high enough to be able to get it past the railing, so that's the reason why I'm doing both of them. And then I went up my ass, I guess. So I wanted to do dark slide, but they don't have dark slide in this fucking game. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. See, it's hard as shit to do. So, yeah, that's what I. Yeah, I can't do it. It's a nollie shove it off the rail, nollie shove it. I know it's a hard spot. It's fucked up. It's annoying. Ah, god damn it! I can't do nollie shove it from that point of view, because I'm constantly like, god damn it, it sucks. All right, I'm just gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this railing. Shit, there we go. I'm gonna do this rail. Damn it! Yeah, I gotta do both of them. You son of a bitch, controller! God damn it. That's why I don't give a shit about it, so. I don't have to give a shit about it right now, because I'm not a detective. I'm a young, that's what I'll do, I'll just jump over all of it. Okay, alright, let's see. I'm can position myself to jump over all of it. God damn it. I got turned with the fucking R stick again. God damn it! I did it too hard. Oh man. Ah shit. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn it. Let's try to jump over it. I'm just trying to create a line, basically. That's all I'm trying to do. And not get stuck underneath that rail like that. Damn it. It popped off of it. That's the point, is like sometimes people aren't always... It's because sometimes people, like, I don't know. As far as like that goes and all that training goes, there's some people that don't know exactly how to do things, and I give people the benefit of the doubt. Just like the fucking FBI gives people the benefit of the doubt most of the time. I don't know, just whatever. Oh, there we go. That was fun. I'm a funny man, and I love you. I love you. I love you as well. That's pretty like, yeah, no, I'm not, the reason why I kind of like, I can't get into these rants and stuff like that sometimes is because I'm kind of feeling frustrated about myself because I'm not doing anything, even though I have like I'm supposed to be writing a comic book, and I'm not doing that right now. So that's the reason why I get stuck in these weird real stories that are like completely shitty. Then shit. I don't hate too many people. I guess I have people on my god damn it. People on my god. People on my god motherfucker. Son of a bitch! I should have stopped. Damn you, fucking controller. Oh god, motherfucker! God damn it. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody's hustle or anything like that. When it starts to kill people, or when it starts to take advantage of so many people that you can't keep it going, like it's just, it sucks, man. I skated before. Mostly I've done off-road skating. Like it's mostly like you put dirt tires on a regular skateboard, and you can go down certain surfaces. So I've kind of like dirt boarded basically, but not exactly skateboarded. I do like skateboarding. I like the concept. It's fun to me. But like I just really am not able to move my feet like that because I have a weight problem. So that's the reason why. I used to kind of like skate a little while. My brother had like one of those old 90s boards that I used to skate on. Then I got a cooler board, and then I never really got up to it. I just, so let me see if I can jump into this or onto this basketball thing. Let me see if I can right here. Oh, damn it. Okay. Damn it. Motherfucker. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to make a line doing this, jumping on the gate on the basketball. Damn it. I tried to. Damn it, son of a bitch. I don't think you can actually grind on that, but I'm gonna try. Can't do anything off that. I don't know why that happens. This stupid son of a bitch. And that's the point too. Is like even in America there are problems too that I have to address and stuff like that. I can't just like constantly rack on other countries and shit like that too. Because like if the FBI, what was it? The FBI, what was it? The round number of like serial killers that exist in America for like, I'm going to add multiplayer mode. I hope so, dude. I really hope so. That'd be awesome. Like I would really like it because there are some friends of mine that love this game and they would love to play with me. But I'm gonna go with this one. This one. I'm gonna jump over that then. I'm gonna grind on this thing. Or not. There we go. Son of a bitch. God damn it. There we go. Ah. Joseph at it. They're like, what is like the FBI limit of number of serial killers that are actually active in America at any given moment? I should give anybody the creeps, I guess, is they're like 35, I guess, active serial killers in every single and every single state of the United States, and active people who are they're actively looking for that basically murder people for a living or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty insane. But at least we have a number, so you know. I think other people are just like, it's the population; they're gonna do shitty shit to each other all the time. I wouldn't actually do that. That's right. There's. Oop. Okay. It's really weird. Hold on. Let me check some things. Somebody just texted me, so. Alright, cool. Okay. I just got it, so get the text. Let's see, context. There we go. Send a message. I'll be right back to it. Yeah, it's updated. I think got it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, cool. So this is the reason why I think that, like, kind of like America doesn't have exactly that much to say about actual things like that, because it's like racist people made terrible things happen for us. Racist people made us look like the fucking bad guy, and the bad guy and everything now. I don't know. I just don't like to be typecast as far as a southern boy. It's stupid to me. I really like having a beard. But I don't like covering up my face with a mustache. I just don't. It's really dumb. I don't like it. I actually like want to get rid of this mustache right now. I don't want to allow my neck beard to get longer and longer. I was thinking kindergarten. Fuck, it was funny as shit. Kind of. As far as me, like, making a fool of myself. it was a character I made called Goat Boy, and I would eat paper in front of the teacher, and she would literally tell me to stop eating paper, and I'd be like, I can't, I'm Goat Boy, I'm doing it because I love you. Or some shit. I was saying dumb shit. It's funny. I don't hate people like that do other things. I don't hate people that are in the sex trafficking business. I just believe that they're shitty because of what they do. I don't hate people that are hitmen, but I mean, they're hitmen, and that sucks. Eventually the CIA will use them for something, and then use them, and then murder them. Yeah, because the CIA can be the only bad boy out there, I believe. God damn it. The only bad boys in the boy band. He went to jail once. It was a traffic ticket, but it was really, really hard. Like, he parked somewhere during Mardi Gras. And you can't park anywhere during Mardi Gras, so that's the point. I just believe that people don't really know themselves until they start to realize that no matter what you do, people are always going to, like, see you as a person. They're going to realize that you did that, but not the action itself, the action you didn't like about them. But I just believe that after a certain point, when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's kind of like who you are for a little while. So, I mean, you have the mindset of doing that thing, but it's just like you're never going to get past the person that literally just like loves you, but just so happens to be a fucking murderer or some shit. And if they're like doing it under a government thing, then that's cool. Because there's Russians that do that shit all the time. There's Chinese people that do it all the time, and they do it under a government, and it's cool until it's not cool. It's fucked up and it's stupid, and I hate it, and I hate it all. But you know what? Hey, I'm not gonna blame a whole bunch of people from doing something that Xi Jinping wants them to do. Doing it and then understanding that if they don't do it, then they'll be held for war crimes because they didn't do anything, because they. I don't know. I don't know why those people, like. It seems like, to me, like. Oh man, it seems like to me like. That's the reason why I didn't like the military at first. It's because every single thing is on your shoulders sometimes. Like, if you are the commanding officer, then every single failure, every single success is on your shoulders. And if you don't do the right thing, then that's a lot of pressure. It's a whole bunch of pressure. And that's why they use them for the workforce. They use constant people for, I did that. They use people for the workforce, and it's just like, fuck, man. It's fucked up when even the workforce is fucked up. Like, even the thing you're about to go to, even the place you're about to be a manager at, is fucking terrible. And yeah, you know how to make money because you don't hire enough people to fucking put in your goddamn fucking restaurant. So yeah, you make a profit off of it, but you don't get the right things done, and that's the point. It's not about making all the money you can possibly make. It's about making money in the future as well. It's about friggin' telling people you have a good product and making that product good. It's the reason why that I'm fucking just annoyed. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Sir Joseph. It pisses me off when people actually think that they're the fucking taker or the keeper of someone else. I didn't even care when my wife was doing shit to other dudes, and I knew she was doing shit to another dude, but not me. And I even watched her like try to do it. Then I was like, I just don't get sometimes that she didn't tell me the truth about herself. She didn't tell me the truth about how she's like fucking dudes, and it's fucked up. It's fucking stupid. But I'm married to her. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. As long as she told me the truth, and she didn't, so I left her. That's the way it happened. That's the way it went. She need to be honest. That's even the more important part either. If you're like literally fucking other people, just like be honest about it, so I can make my assessment. Like if you're afraid of my assessment, then no, I'm not gonna be with you anymore, you stupid bitch. You're telling like literally hundreds of dudes who have little complexes of every single part of fat that's on their body. That I want a fat dude because he's got a job. The first fat dude that you meet will not have a job, and he will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a job. It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna." And understand they are fat boy fuck boys. They are fat fuck boys. They are fat fuck boys. Remember and understand, they are not good at sex. They're not good at relationships, but they are so good at pissing you off and making you annoyed. It's like you're feeling those feelings, but you're not. Understand and realize that, like, oh, they just respect each other. That's the reason why they get so angry with each other. It's like, no, that's a bad relationship. It's a bad relationship. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and it's not gonna be the dude because he doesn't have any feelings invested into it. Realize it, understand it, and no, it doesn't even matter if the bitch is interested. As long as she acts interested, that's what I'm worried about. Fuck you. You don't have power over anyone. You have a little fantasy world you're living in. My friend tried to talk to me about power. He's like, hey, you know what money is? Money is power. And I'm like, you are lacking in every part of that, Ben. Money is not power. Money is when you have nothing, people will still respect you, and still like you, and want you to be respected. When you don't have a dime on you, somebody will be like, hey, dude, hey, I got this food. You want some of it? Like, blah, 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 or something like that. And it's like, yeah. Like, that is the undertone of all capitalism. People help each other out that know each other, and that's how they get rich. And they make millions of dollars. And they want to tell you how this dude who you don't fucking know about, you have no idea who the fuck he is, just like comes in and is like, I invest millions and blah, 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 blah. You made your millions like literally 7 months ago, you stupid motherfucker. Like, this Warren Buffett decided that he was going to invest. Well, thanks, Warren Buffett, for your investment information. But also, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. Everything you're going to get into is going to flop if the advertisement you give literally doesn't work. It's going to suck. You're going to suck, too. It's like, I hate shit about America, too. It's okay. I hate shit about everything. I hate shit about all of it. I have ways to, like, to go through it and realize how frustrated I am on a regular basis. And that's the point, is just like, where should I be even frustrated about it if it's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe sometimes I get excited. It's alright. Yeah, that's why, because I get excited. I can't do anything. God damn it. So what was it you wanted me to do? Keep this good feelings. There's shit I hate about other countries in my vicinity, or even other places. It's just, I just hate it. I hate it all. There's nothing I'm fooled by anymore because I've seen through a bunch of adults, like, menial bullshit and knew what they were doing most of the time. It's like, yeah, we're all going to go to the bathroom on separate occasions. And we're not going to tell you what we're doing. It's like, probably putting up something up their nose. They're not sneezing, I guess, because they're not sneezing until they come out of the bathroom. Yeah, whatever. It's okay. It's not okay, but yeah, it's fucked up. But okay. I had to accept things when I was younger and realize that yes, my dad and my mom both had drug problems. It was okay. I'm not worried about it. I don't give a shit what my mom and dad did before me. It never mattered. It never really mattered. I wasn't alive. How the fuck should I know? Or more so care. But I know that there were shitty politicians that used to get away with douchebaggery amounts of stuff and then call it, oh, this is $1 million, when it was literally $5.7 million plus a bunch of fucking goddamn furniture from thrift stores that could have gone to poor people's houses and shit you got for free and a whole bunch of different stuff that, yeah, they didn't give a shit about, but they could have been put into, like, different programs and shit, but, like, you didn't feel like it, so that's the fucked up part. And I'm not saying that I hate the food industry in New Orleans. I'm not saying that by any means. I'm saying that I hate the motherfuckers who use the food industry to be able to get away with heinous shit. If you're really New Orleans cookery and everyone loves your stuff and you are so fucking respectful and careful with everything you do, I would love to like be a part of your goddamn. I would just love to eat at your place. I didn't give a shit what happens. I would love to. It would be amazing. And I fucking don't. Goddamn it. That's the point. It's just like if you're somebody that's like literally like not hating all the bullshit, not doing all the crazy stuff that everybody else is doing, and oh my god, like if you're working for like 50 fucking years at a goddamn restaurant and you know they're doing awesome stuff, oh my god, I'm so about it. Mr. B's is like an awesome staple in every single part of New Orleans. A whole bunch of movies, a whole bunch of different things that have actually even like been shot around or in there. It's like I literally realized that one of the places that I actually one of the things that I actually watched, it literally had Mr. B's in their fucking shit, and they were just like, wow, that's great, that's Mr. B's, it's gonna be there for almost ever. And it was like, doesn't matter who it is, how careful it is, how much you care about it, it's just like, it's there, it's still gonna be there for a long time. And everybody just thinks they're gonna, I don't know. Nobody thinks they're being watched. Nobody thinks they're being watched. Everybody just thinks that their conversations can't be written down and put on a paper and put in front of them for them to completely and utterly say, I didn't say that. I never said that. Well, what is this is you on the phone, and it's in the camera. It has sound and hears you saying that. Well, I might have said that. Oh my god. There's just that shit that just like, people are gonna get caught. It's like, fuck. God damn it. Thanks for telling us early, Joseph. You're welcome. No problem. I'll give you a fucking goddamn pat on the back if you don't get caught. I'll also punch in the face, because if you goddamn put any 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds in goddamn sexual trafficking, I will murder you myself. And I'll probably get praised for it. And also a medal. Or put you in jail immediately. I don't know. Do citizen's arrest and just sit on your ass. Because I'm 330 fucking pounds, that's why, motherfucker. She's like, yeah, that girl was born to love Vladimir Putin. I was like, yeah, awesome, that's cool. I love that, that's great. That's something that is not cool, and I would murder someone for. So you just didn't find somebody crazy enough to murder Vladimir Putin so you could get with a fucking person you wanted to get with, and said this stupid motherfucker says he's gonna take care of you all goddamn day and starts murdering your ex-boyfriends. It's fucking crazy, man. Sir Jose? Sir Jose. I'm not always progressive. I'm not always inclusive. That's the point. It's just like, there's so much shit out there that just people have to be okay with. If like you're gonna realize that dudes fuck other dudes and all other different stuff. Oh my god, dudes fuck other dudes, all this shit. So you know what's fucked up is that dudes also fuck children. And sometimes they fuck children. Sometimes people fuck children that are constantly on the taboo side of everything. And they also get women that are younger because they want to feel that young fucking feel that everybody else feels, to know that somehow he was able to see that, unless he fucks a 13-year-old girl in Thailand. Or a 13-year-old boy in Thailand. Just realize that. Understand that, like, people who get into, like, high-paying positions, they always think that, like, the theme of something is what matters. And it's not. It's not the theme. It's just if you're having a good time or not. And most of the time, those kids aren't having a good time because they're being sexually trafficked. Yeah, and the reason why they're being sexually trafficked most of the time is because there are people out there that want them in certain movies or certain things, and then that's kind of what happened to the whole fucking. That happened in the 50s too, which was really fucked up and was even more not watched. And I just hated people all the time in the 50s, 60s, 70s, all that other different shit. There's anytime you can stop being racist. Anytime you can stop being racist. Any fucking time you can stop being racist. I myself am not racist. I am just offensive. Because I don't think that itself should be completely and utterly not put into society. Or not put into society. I don't think that should be not able to be seen as, like, dark humor, all that other different stuff. There's a reason why I liked the Always Sunny in Philadelphia thing. Because it puts people's bullshit on the forefront. It puts people who are frustrated with their lives in the forefront and makes them get mental health evaluations. You laugh at it, you think it's funny, but it's real. It's actually some people's ideals, and they are also assholes and people who don't give a shit about other people. And the point is, the reason why I don't give a shit about other people is because it's good writing. There's always funny things happening around them, but in real life, those certain different things are shitty. And even sitcoms in, like, the 80s and 90s, they were shitty. They were so shitty. Like, they had to have the laugh track because everything people said was fucked up. So, like, just realize that literally all freaking Always Sunny in Philadelphia is Friends without a laugh track. And also Charlie's illiterate. And maybe he was abused as a child. Yeah. And also, Mac is gay. He has no idea except until the later episodes. And he's still a stupid, unrelenting asshole that has, like... And that's really hard, too, because... Like, if you realize that there is so much of that in the gay community, there's so much of people not being confident about themselves and realizing that they're gay or realizing that they're like attracted to men as well as women or some shit. Like, there's all that stuff when you actually see the shelteredness of what they actually were, or the reason why they look the way they do, or hold themselves their jowls the way they do. Anything. Like, you'll see the reason why that happened, or the reason why you would say, yeah, that woman kind of looks like a lesbian, but she's not a lesbian. Does she have 3 kids? Yeah, she has 3 kids. Oh yeah, she's not a lesbian. She's a mom. Because lesbians portray moms sometimes. They want to be moms, man. Everybody wants to be moms and dads and shit like that. There are so many kids out there that could use some stable houses of, like, 2 individual adults, no matter what they are, to be able to, like... They wouldn't go off and do stupid shit all the time if their parents were, like, nice to them and, like told them they could get whatever they want. They have to be in by a certain time. Or just watch them all day, because, I don't know, that's what parents do now, I guess. I don't think you should watch them all day. I think you should let them make their own mistakes, but you should be able to watch them when they're doing something fucked up or stupid. So you just keep your eye on them, basically. When they do something stupid, when they try to ride their bike backwards and they flip or some shit, and I'm like, oh my god, oh no, I feel like shit. And it was like, well, yeah, you do, because you flipped your bike over. What were you doing? Well, I thought that I could do a bunch of different stuff. It's like, you could think you could do something without practicing, right? Yeah, I thought I would do something amazing because I saw it on TikTok. Like, yeah, that's the shit you have to teach kids sometimes. It's like, no, you have to practice. You have to understand and realize and study and practice to be able to do things. That's the reason why people study, because they want to do things. It's the reason why they study science, is because they want to do science one day. Hello? Yeah, I'll go. Okay. Yeah. All right, so that's the old thing there. It's the last party in the Valley of the Dolls. And we're all going to have a wonderful time. Wondrous Mobius. He got pruned. Loki. He got pruned. Ah! No, wrong button. I will see y'all later. You are your own one-person bomb squad. You interview situations that you think are